Champions of the Realm, welcome back! My name is Vox, and this is the NA Paladins Summer Circuit, Week 3. Up on the scoreboard right now, we have Ronin facing off against Eager in the semi-finals here. Winner will advance to face the winner of Match Point versus, that's embarrassing, versus Ascendants in the finals. And of course, I am joined once again by Hi-Rez Pretty Hair. Nick, take us through the teams.
Alrighty, boys. So on the left side of your spectator, you're fighting out of the blue trunks. We are going to have Ronin here, back from the last set. Grapple is going to be on Eevee again. Shindu on Cassie. Madman on Grok. Graham on Androxus, and nVision rounding things out on Buck once again. On the right side of your spectator, you're fighting out of the red corner will be JAKEB on Victor today. A little spice pick for you guys. Z1 Unknown on Androxus. Bitey on Grok. Wi-Fi on Eevee, and Cammy rounding things out on the Bomb King.
So this is interesting to me. JAKEB, notoriously a Cassie player for the side of Eager. Eager starting to put the pressure on already as we get into the objective. Ronin looking to go offensive. nVision diving deep in the backline. 1 versus 4 again. He's going to be shut down here, but no, Shindu picks up first blood onto JAKEB. Cammy returns the kill into nVision, and now Eager, they're going back on Cammy with a double kill. Z1 Unknown with the kill into Shindu. Cammy looking for the triple kill with those bombs. Round the corner, Graham, though, does look to box him out, but shut down by Bitey around the backside. Ronin, they went in too deep, too far, and Eager pulled back to respond to it perfectly. Now 3 members of Eager on the capture point, and as we've said before, this is exactly what the experienced teams start to do. They stick 2 to 3 players on the objective, ticking up that capture rate very, very quickly. And despite not having a Cassie on their team for that Fatal Sign Scout, increased damage, ultimate, the Victor pick seems to be working out for them.
Yeah, for now, we'll have to see how it pays off. He picked up an interesting burn card in Gather here, but he did not go for the burn card that draws all the health packs to him, though. Getting into the team fight here, though, nVision's going to dive in really deep onto Cammy, finding that kill there now on Z1 Unknown, still looking very healthy here. The kill to heal, paying so many dividends for him, getting 25% of his health back every time he lands a killing blow. There's another one there. That is why he's picking up this card, ladies and gentlemen. nVision just able to snowball the heck out of this fight here with that kill to heal card sustaining him.
And now, since Ronin took a learning capture point advantage, Eager having taken it back up to 62, they'll be able to equalize that very quickly. 3 players on the objective right now. Graham has gone out to zone. Looking to box out Cammy on Bomb King. That's actually quite a difficult match for Androxus, as the Bomb King can throw bombs up into the air, but he's poked him out quite significantly. And now we have Grok out early to zone Eevee. Wi-Fi coming around the backside, as well as Z1 Unknown from behind. Potentially a barrage coming through, as well, or an Accursed Down, but it's way too late. Z1 Unknown gonna be shut down here. Has the reversal available, but nVision picks up the kill for that, and Grapple able to dodge out to safety as well. And Ronin take the 2-point lead as kick this set off.
Yep, Grapple gonna fall down here. nVision looking to snowball things once again for his team, getting this payload loaded here. It looks like they are going to be spawn camped just a little bit, as 4 out of the 5 members of Eager are still here to defend, though. Cammy getting back down as he is dropping lower and lower here. Graham, let's see if he has the Accursed Arm available here. He does, but the Tempest is going to come out from Bitey. Bitey now with a double kill, looking for more here. Getting dropped. Grapple is going to drop very low, falling to Wi-Fi here, but the Accursed Arm is available for Graham. He goes up into the air, does pop it here, finds 1 shot, 2 shot, gets Victor.
Oh, I love
takes
that.
him out, but the barrage mid-air is going to take out Graham. That's an interaction we've actually not seen before, I don't believe.
So I've definitely noticed that in some of my own games as Androxus is playing against a Victor, triggering that barrage in the air. It will actually apply damage to you as it comes down towards the ground. So you got to be very, very careful of that. And Victor, now JAKEB, interestingly enough, is going for Gather. And I love this burn card pickup the sustain on Victor, as he has cards which pull health drops to him. So it's very, very effective. But now in the air, Z1 Unknown dropping the Accursed Down this time. A lot of damage onto Grapple. The Ice Block is able to immune that. Kills going in favor of Eager, however, as the group up is actually letting the Chain Lightning get off so much damage. Bitey with a double kill. Bitey looking for the triple kill right now as Graham is forced to soar to safety. And this payload has barely gone anywhere so far. nVision dives in 1 versus 3 this time, but Kill the Heal won't have time to take effect as he's being focused down so hard right now. Bitey likes to pick him up. No, JAKEB picking him up with a frag grenade right there, and Bitey still contesting this payload, fighting off Graham. Gonna be fighting off Grapple as well here in just a second. JAKEB with a double kill, and Eager are not letting anybody make headway. They're saying, you shall not pass.
Yeah, JAKEB really channeling his inner Call of Duty there, getting the double kill on that Victor. Close range, quarter combat, 1v1s onto the enemy Grok and Cassie there. Now putting fresh, they're really having trouble finding any sort of room to work here, but the Chain Lightning is doing so much work. Both kills despite are credited to Shindu. Madman's going to pick up Wi-Fi, and this is the opening they need. Now Ronin can finally get this one rolling here, but there's only 20 seconds left.
Now Bitey is around the backside. Oh, didn't just back into the health nugget that could have kept him alive. The payload's going to start pushing through Clifftop here, but the respawns from Eager are in their advantage right now. As the payload gets closer, all that Eager have to do is not get kills, they just have to poke. Because as soon as the payload reaches their base and they have respawn proximity in their favor, they can just then pick up all of the low health players on the side of Ronin for the decimation and let overtime tick down safely. So I love what they're doing right now. nVision forced to jump away from a grumpy bomb right there. Grapple with the blink block actually has to blink away as they're going to be shut down immediately. And you know what? Ronin, they look like they're going to give this one up. Eager holding strong right here. Even though the payload was at the last moment pushed all the way through, it isn't quite good enough to go for the conversion. 2 points to 1 lead Ronin right now. And let's take a look at the scoreboard. See ultimate charges and burn cards coming out. As good grief, Ronin stacking up a lot of credits with Madman picking up 3 burn cards immediately.
Yep, 3 slotted now. He's going to go for that breaker. 2, what is this? Cauterized picked ups already. 3 kill to heals now. They're all hopping on the nVision train here, but it is worth noting, you know, you can't share these kill to heals. Only one player is going to be leveraging these right now. I would like to see maybe a little combination working in the gather that we see picked up over on the side of JAKEB, alongside 2 Chronos, 2 Cauterizes, 3 breakers now actually, as Cammy is going to pick that up for his 3rd slot.
So this Resilience burn card, the one in blue with the chains on the screen right there, will reduce the duration of crowd control. Going to be very effective against nVision, running the Tangled 3 card, which increases the duration of net shot by 0.9 seconds. Onto the objective early might have been Madman, but Madman looking for a Tempest potentially around the backside. King Bomb ultimate going off, but can pick up nobody. It's been 3 kills already, but now Bitey comes in with the Tempest to clean up. Oh my goodness, the damage is huge. And all of a sudden, you've got only 1 player left. That is Shindu around the side. He's going to be picked up by JAKEB here. And Eager, they're not letting Ronin get anywhere near the advantage they had before. Shindu playing sneaky Cassie in the grass right now, looking for damage onto JAKEB. Going to start applying some poke, which is going to work out in their favor. But Ronin, they have a long way to go before they're able to go for the retake here, as they don't have an early capture advantage. And instead, that goes already over 50 points in favor of Eager.
Yeah, but the entrapment's going to come out from Buck there. It's very huge that Z1 Unknown got picked off while he was out zoning. Graham going to go up into the air. Ultimate's flying every which way. Both Blizzards have been dropped, and this Grumpy Bomb's going to come down as well. So is the Tempest. Tempest is going to pick up 1 kill onto JAKEB before he goes down to Cammy. nVision's going to be picked up as well. Bitey dropping so low here, but he gets the Totemic Ward down in time. Graham now is poked out, forced into reversal here, taking so much damage from all 4 members of Eager that are just here and ready to take this one. They are looking strong, and they are going to take the 2nd objective.
That just looked a little bit uncoordinated from me coming out from Ronin. Again, I'm going to highlight it because it keeps on being the issue. nVision is diving in either at low health or into a group which he cannot box against and getting wiped out, as well as Madman when he goes into the Tempest, having no protection available for him. Grok, if you walk into a group of enemies as Grok, you're actually unlikely to pick up a kill now, as it hits 2 enemies about once or every, 0.6 seconds or so for 350 damage. But those enemies are chosen randomly. So if you walk into a big group of maybe 5 enemies with some deployables on the ground as well, especially with Grok and Eevee, who can immune that damage with Ghost Walk and Ice Block, you're going to actually not pick up any kills and just be a very, very easy target to shut down, and that's exactly what we saw happen to them.
Yeah, Cursed Arm going to be popped here from Graham, looking for Bitey here. He is going to pick him up there after the Ghost Walk here. Z1 Unknown going to pop his response, finding nVision, but going down quickly thereafter to Madman. Now 1 minute, 40 seconds remain on this payload. Pushed just over halfway, not quite into the high ground cliff-top checkpoint just yet here, but the respawns have started to come through from Eager, and they are looking to get some ground gained here.
So when Eager have had the respawns rolling through before, they have been able to break choke points in that previous spawn choke point that the defense was coming through from Ronin. Now again, Madman and Shindu very low. Bitey getting 1 kill. Bitey looking for the 2nd kill right now, as Madman is going to be forced out here. Both players very low. Here comes a Tempest, however, from Madman. Picks up the 1 kill. Bitey's going to immune that, and Ghost Walk picks up the 2nd kill, and that's why we see Kill the Heal coming out potentially on the Madman, as he is able to regenerate health there, as well as the morale boost for the fast ultimate charge. But Wi-Fi now is scored in the payload, dropping Grapple there. Grapple just able to get out to safety with the blink. Cammy not able to follow up with the bombs. The payload contested in Clifftop right now, as Wi-Fi on Eevee gave that one up to chase the kill right there. And now here we go. Bomb King with the King Bomb on the backside. Immune by Grapple and Ice Block, as well as a barrage. That's fantastic immunity there for the side of Ronin, as they're able to hold this one in. But Bitey 1 versus 3 drops the Tempest, picks up Shindu, but only Shindu so far. Here's the Accursed Dome as well. I think we heard coming out from Z1 Unknown a double kill on the backside of things. Grapple left alive, picks up Bitey. That's very very important. No Grok and no totemic ward for all of you, but it's 2 against the world right here as we're waiting for the respawns to come through. Wi-Fi drops Graham. Grapple sitting in ice block, trying to survive for the time being. Has to get back to base to survive, but shut down by Z1 Unknown. Z1 Unknown gonna pick up Shindu here if they get the shots off. Shindu solo, shut down by JAKEB. No, not noticed. Able to get out of combat for the time being. JAKEB does shut down nVision though. Graham up on the top side, looking for the damage, but here comes Bitey as well. If this totemic ward gets in, it could spell disaster for the side of Ronin as the damage and the kills keep on coming through for Eager. Grapple, immune with ice block, gets out of that blizzard, is able to get to safety for the time being. The respawns keep on coming. Wi-Fi should be shut down by nVision here, but he's stunned out. Gonna be completely exploded by the sticky bombs there, and it's already over. Shindu not able to get onto the conversion point in time. That is a 5-point lead for Eager right now, or 5 points up to 2, a 3-point lead with a successful payload conversion.
That was really, 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 really good play there. A lot of presence of mind, a lot of patience. They stayed focused and kept their goal in sight there. But that fight really came down to Z1 Unknown there, standing on the back bridge, completely unnoticed during the entirety of that fight. Was able to actually charge his ultimate up back to 100%. We saw him just barely previously use that. He was able to get a full charge there, just sitting the entire duration of that fight, just hauling off damage there. Ronin cannot afford to let this Androxus go unpressured in those situations. It makes it so easy for Eager to just get this really consistent damage, really easy for them to push it through for that 2-point conversion.
Got to make note of the fact that Eager are running 2 cauterizers right now, shutting down the healing coming out from all of Ronin. However, there is no cauterize in response from Ronin right now. So once Eager start rolling with their kill to heals, as they have 3 of those as well as a gather picked up on their team, they'll be nigh unstoppable. And Z1 Unknown as well as Graham, both using a cursed arm at the same time. Graham getting the worst of that trade, now being going to be pressured by Shindu around the corner. And in comes nVision on Buck. He's looking for Cammy. Poppy Bomb should be available to get out of dodge. If he gets rooted, he's rooted in place. nVision actually picks up the kill on the Cammy. That's huge right now, but cauterize doesn't provide any healing for him.
Yep, so Z1 Unknown and Graham going to be taking this little 1v1 here, but meanwhile, on the point, Bitey is going to go down to Shindu. It's looking like a Ronin's capture point thus far as they move north of 30 points here. But the respawns have started to come through. Here comes the barrage here onto the point. He can't find any targets here. It's going to be a waste of an ultimate there from JAKEB, but it's worth knowing you do not drain completely from wasted as long as you don't pop all 3 missiles. So he's going to sit on about quarter charge here, moving forward.
And now Shindu poked down a little bit low, is waiting for the respawns to come in. Eager, they have the point pressure right now with all 5 players up, but Graham dives up into the backline, looking to box out Z1 Unknown, lands some damage onto Wi-Fi as well. And now fights breaking out as the imprisonment from Buck is there. The Grumpy Bomb is huge, though. It stuns 3 players. They're getting shut down. No. Eager, they turn around with the kill, and they start to pick up the damage and the kills from that fantastic Grumpy Bomb setup. And that's why we're seeing Bomb King be so highly valued, is that even if you do not hit those all-important King Bombs, just the amount of pressure and zone control and space control you can provide with a Grumpy Bomb is unparalleled.
Yeah, really, it's kind of uncommon to see those triple Grumpy Bomb stuns as the fuse time is so big, but there was a lot going on in that fight. We saw the entrapment come down, we saw totemic ward flying, we saw a blizzard, I believe. There was just so much going on that it was very easy to lose track of the Grumpy Bomb, and as a result, they get a triple stun on. As they move north of 90 points here, Grapple's gonna try and stall this out for now, but the King Bomb's coming in saying, nah, son, we ain't having none of that. Sit the hell down. They're going up 7-2 now. Eager looking very, very strong in this first game on Glacier Keep.
I love what Cammy did there with King Bomb. He knew that there was an enemy in Ghost Walk in front of him. Grok unable to be hit or damaged whilst in Ghost Walk, so all he does is charges King Bomb because it's got a wind-up time and then just waits. And here comes the barrage from Jake. He drops the damage. Cammy picks up Shindu on the backside of things, and Z1 Unknown up in the air is looking to drop some damage actually around the backside of the base. Going to be hit by Graham now. The accursed armor shots come through, but reversed away. Z1 Unknown going to be able to heal up on the backside of things. Cammy under a lot of pressure from Grapple now is just about going to be able to get away, healing up out of combat. He's completely safe. Going to be chased down by nVision here, but that means they're getting off the payload, and that means they're not playing the objective as they really need to on defense. Madman able to contest in just a second, but the blink block goes in around the backside, actually missing everybody. Is Wi-Fi there, but it doesn't matter. The pressure is coming through now. Eager forced to disengage, forced to retreat as Z1 Unknown boxes out Grapple on the backside, looking for the damage with reversal, doesn't find it, and here we go. A cursed arm. Grapple about to fall, doesn't get shot down, is able to dodge out just in time, comes in with the return kill, but Cammy on the backside of things looks to convert this for Eager.
Yeah, looking really good there. We've seen Z1 Unknown now 2 times in a row here use his Cursed Arm to try and get these air shots. These mid-air jukes coming out of Grapple are just too strong here. We're going to see Bitey pick up a kill onto nVision. Cammy's going to grab one of his own here. Eager looking in. They're moving strong. They have over a minute remaining here as the respawns are now in trickle status here. Z1 Unknown getting poked down already
and
to
here
half
comes
health
Tempest.
here. Moving in. The Tempest is exactly what they need to zone this one out. It's going to pick up Grapple, but the return Tempest is good for Madman, finding a lot of damage. King Bomb, here it comes. But he's going to find no damage, but it doesn't matter. The zone control was good enough. Eager are going to find the win here on Glacier Keep, finding the kills, finding the zone control to convert this payload.
I kind of love the situation which we had there right at the end. You see Shindu on Cassie faced with the immovable object of Eevee's ice block and the stun, and the unstoppable force of King Bomb's ultimate just goes, well, this is over. Dodge rolls out of the way and lets the payload be pushed through. Now, whether that's just a reaction or if they mispressed the keys and wanted to dodge roll forwards perhaps instead of backwards and go around the payload cut, because King Bomb's damage is line of sight based, of course, who knows? But either way, Eager stacking up so much pressure and presence, and Bitey is the real star of the show here. Highest damage in game at 72,000 on Grok with 3,900 healing and 206 seconds on the objective. That is absolutely ridiculous.
MVP. This kid is on fire right now. Bitey just blowing everyone's stats away here, really showing up. I don't see a stat that he didn't top, to be honest with you.
Let's see, we've got 17 kills, top of the board, lowest deaths, not quite Wi-Fi beating them there, but that's an Eevee, hyper-mobile, hyper-survivable, so unsurprising top assists, top solo kills, sitting at 5 for Grok. That's obscene. Top streak going to Z1 Unknown on Androxus up in the air, however, but it's the damage stat, which is just so impressive to me. Grok requires fantastic aim and fantastic tracking to be able to consistently apply all that damage, but also to get that kind of stat, you're hitting those shock pulses, you're getting Chain Lightning off on big groups of enemies. And in order to combat that, then perhaps Ronin going into this next map on the best of 3 set on Temple Ruins need to work on their grouping, or rather lack thereof, because if their grouping and Shock Pulse is doing that much damage and Chain Lightning is doing that much damage, then they need to find a way to adapt.
Yeah, for sure. So in very convincing fashion here, Eager going to take this first map over Ronin here on Glacier Keep. The next map up will be that Temple Ruins, and we will have that. We're getting right back into the action here in just a moment. We're going to throw to you a short break. Hello and welcome back, everyone. My name is Hi-Rez Pretty here, joined here again by Vox for your game number 2. This one's going to be on Temple Ruins between Eager and Ronin. Vox, why don't you take us through our teams?
Well, our teams are, of course, Eager on the left and Ronin on the right, but we will have no chains in champion pick so far. The salty run back coming out for the side of Ronin, whereas Eager are confident in their pick, they're confident in their victor, and they will go out victorious if they have it their way. Once again, burn cards coming out from each team. Going to see nVision and Madman this time picking up kill to heal. This is very interesting to me. Both Groks picking up early kill to heals. We remarked on how that kill to heal is actually active whilst in Tempest, and only Wi-Fi picking up Cauterize. So as long as Buck stays away from Eevee, nVision could give their team the advantage, but let's check in with the teams and see if nVision dives 1 versus 5 yet again.
Yep, so this first capture point is going to be spawning on the canyon here. No Kinesis here to hold things down here. nVision's going to be jumping in 1v2 on top of Wi-Fi and Bitey. Wi-Fi has that Cauterize card. We're seeing nVision get poked out solo. He's going to be taken out mid-air for first blood. JAKEB credited with that one. Grapple following up quickly thereafter, though, with a kill onto Z1 Unknown. That's going to be a lot of Eager's damage down. Now Wi-Fi is going to pick off Grapple in response here on the backside of things. We have Shindu and his Grok moving in, trying to get control of this point, but it is going to be JAKEB with the kill credited onto Graham. Shindu finding one onto Cammy. Now Madman picking up JAKEB here. It's looking good for Ronin.
Yeah, Ronin is taking this one back. Wi-Fi with a blink block doesn't find anybody with a stun, but is able to get out of dodge and get to safety, stacking up points from the objective capture once again as Bitey shuts down Shindu. And now nVision alone. And I'm just really confused by this. You check the scoreboard. Burn cards show up before you encounter your enemy. Why do you dive straight onto the Eevee with Cauterize? Even though you're pressuring Bitey, you're looking to take out that Totemic Ward as Alvin Path did yesterday, so you drop the shield. Why do you pressure the only one on the team with anti-heal? And why do you then jump back into the fight instead of jumping away to survive? And once again, nVision just evaporated by Bitey. Gonna see Z1 Unknown pick up a double kill on the backside of things. Z1 Unknown picks up the triple kill. Will he go for the quadra kill right there? We've got Graham, the last player left. Is going to be contesting right now on Androxus. We're going to see players push out. Z1 Unknown looking to box him out. Shots are going left and right in the way. Z1 Unknown with a delayed quadra kill there. Wipes out Ronin, and Eager will take the first objective.
That's my boy Z1 picking up the delayed quadra there. First capture point, very convincingly taken in the way of Eager here. They're going to push this one out here. Totemic Ward's going to be dropped here for a little bit of defense. Most of the members of Ronin look like they are content to kind of sit in the base and just give Eager a lot of free ground. And this is not what we saw in game one. We saw Eager, when they lost the capture point, they were mad about it. They did not like that. They went forward way, held them in the spawn almost. Not a lot of ground given up here. And almost 2 minutes remaining here as Eager is pushing this one already almost about halfway.
But it's so difficult for anybody to contest right now. Hold up, thought that was Graham, uses the cursor down. Wi-Fi goes up, takes focus, goes into Ice Block, allowing Z1 to shut them down. Barrage coming out, dropping damage, doesn't really find anybody right there. Shindu hit by the frag grenade though, will be pushed low, and Eager, they're just unstoppable. They're pressuring the base of Ronin right now, and they're not letting them get any ground. They're not letting them group up as five, and right now Ronin, they're starting to conquer. We saw yesterday the teams waiting inside the base, unable to be poked out, just waiting for all 5 players to be around so they can test. But now JAKEB, he's going to shut down them as well. nVision about to go down. JAKEB with a triple kill. Z1 Unknown picks up the 4th one. No quadra for you. Z1 Unknown with the double kill. That's a full house right there. 3-2. And that is all over for Ronin as 4 points up. Lead Eager.
Wow.
I mean, it's 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the game.
JAKEB boys, what the? JAKEB absolutely being allowed to just shred there. We've not seen a Victor perform this well, sitting at 5-2. And one thing I want to mention, actually, talk a little bit to you about. The Bombard mechanic for Victor is a little bit unique to any of the other ultimates we've seen yet in the game. So you can let this time out, as we did see JAKEB do that. He only launched 1 missile, and then he let it time out, and you can sit on 50% ultimate charge after that. You do not get all of your charge extinguished if you do not use all 3 missiles here. So this is a little bit unique kind of thing we're seeing. Maybe players aren't so much used to it, as a lot of the ultimates and Paladins are kind of all in. Once you use it, that's it. Like, you get punished if you get shut down.
Right, you charge up and then you hit it, and then it's all over right now. Scout has been popped up on the backside of things, though, and that will be from Ronin as they're looking for the pressure. nVision, one versus everybody. Madman uses Tempest. Madman with the immediate triple kill, looking for the quadra kill. He's going to find nobody right now, but now Wi-Fi is under pressure. Wi-Fi goes into Icebox, should have Blink available. Up and down they go. nVision pressuring out on Buck, and that was a fantastic ultimate combination right there. That's what we talked about previously that needed to happen if Ronin wanted to pull themselves back into it, and that's what they managed to achieve right now, looking to make a name for themselves as they lead the capture point race at 60 points to 0 right now. Eager pressuring for the retake.
Exactly, precisely. You asked me what I wanted to see out of Ronin. That was it here. Now they are spooling upwards north of 90 points now, but Cammy's coming in hot with the King Bomb ultimate there. Wi-Fi with a nice blink block onto the point. Bitey picking off Shindu. This is bad. Graham in response, though, popping the accursed arm. Gets nothing for it. It's shredded by JAKEB. And Wi-Fi gonna clean things up with Madman. Eager looking to take this one back, but it is so close. 95 points for Ronin. They need to step a couple of toes in here, and they are good to go.
They don't just need to step a couple of toes in, though. They need to force everybody out. And now Eager with Wi-Fi having that Blizzard available. Once that goes down, potentially onto nVision, that'll stop him from being able to jump in with Heroic Leap unless he's already used it and has Breaker active. Blizzard has been used, getting onto the objective right now. Bitey's still on there. Bitey's Totemic Ward is down. He's going to go into Ghost Walk any second now, staying alive against all odds. Going to immune the no, gets frozen out. Grapple getting Bitey, but it's coming back in favor. Oh no, Ronin, they take it. They need 2 points back in favor of themselves, and now 4 points to 2. Eager up by only 2 points. Ronin, they're angry. They're looking for the conversion.
If I'm being honest with you, that right there, that scenario is exactly what I'm looking to practice in my scrims with my scrim partners. That is such just a cluster of stuff going on, and it's so important for you to kind of stay calm and make sure your comms are clear and you guys all know what the plan is going into that, because it looked like a cluster. I'm sure it really turned into a cluster on comms. We see a nice Grumpy Bomb and a Tempest coming down. The stun onto 2 is going to be good. JAKEB's going to pick up Madman. Cammy now credited with the double in supplementation with that Tempest damage. Looking like a really strong play here. Eager ready to hold this one.
And whilst we have a little bit of downtime, because there is a hold going, we're waiting for Ronin to start respawning and look for the push right in. We're going to remind you, everybody, live on stream, that there is a giveaway going on right now for a Viking Canessa skin, which is a DreamHack exclusive code. So if you're interested in nessing yourself one of those, all you have to do is enter Paladins best game in a chat right now. I'm sure that Dave and Kenneth will be able to type in a chat right now. Look out for that keyword so you know exactly how to spell it. Once again, that is Paladins best game for a chance to win a Canessa Viking skin. There we go. And straight back to the action.
Yep, so Bitey going to start things off. Picking up Madman here. nVision is very low here. He's not going to get his cooldown reset here. Just very cleanly taken out by Cammy on that Bomb King. Wi-Fi, meanwhile, finds a kill of his own onto Shindu. Another strong hold coming out of Eager here. Despite the respawn proximity, really being in favor of Ronin right now. They are being held in their spawn here just under a minute, excuse me, to go.
And look how aggressive Wi-Fi was then. Right into the backside. nVision goes in, but he's 1 versus 3 again. He has no way out again. He heroic leaps away this time instead of straight back into the fight. Gonna mount up, gonna look for some damage here. Cammy, the next one to fall if Madman has anything to say about it. But no, Wi-Fi comes to the rescue right now, and Z1 Unknown turns the attention onto nVision. Once again, Cammy dropping bombs around the corner, looking for the kill. Doesn't find anybody, but Eager keeping everybody poked low and stalled out. That was a triple headshot I just saw onto Graham there coming out from JAKEB. That is a huge amount of damage with Wi-Fi. Gets the double kill. Only 20 seconds left to go. I don't see Ronin getting back into this. This is going to be 2 points to 5 in favor of Eager here, as their hold is ridiculous right now.
Yeah, Eager looking like they're toying with their food a little bit right now. Cammy diving in so deep, just not giving a damn right now. Only 5 seconds remain here. It doesn't even look like Ronin's going to be able to get back. And they're just looking to give this one up here. They headed back to their base. They're ready to respawn, get the burn cards going, see if they can switch things up. But it's worth noting here, every single vision every ultimate for Ronin, excuse me, is available here. Wi-Fi, the only one without an ultimate available, actually, and that one is sitting at 50% charge.
Now, I am a little bit scared for actually Eager coming through right here, because if nVision gets a good imprisonment off, he's going to reduce the damage he's going to take from Tempest if Buddy uses that, as well as potentially lock Cammy out from the rest of his team if they use King Bomb. So that is really crucial to me. Good use of that wall for zoning is what I want to see coming through, as the burn card advantage is actually stacked in favor of neither team right now. Somebody has to step up, and for me, it's got to be nVision. It's got to be Buck. They've got to have good pressure, but they have to know when to disengage too. And let's tune in with the teams and find out, as the next objective will have spawned on the sunken city point on the left-hand side of your minimap.
Moving out here, a lot of people 3-slot, a lot of ultimates. Accursed Arm is going to be the first one to fly here. Graham getting first blood in this fight. Kami finding a follow-up kill onto nVision. Bitey finding one of his own. The Tempest is popped and respawn. Madman unable to pick up anyone before going down to Z1 Unknown's Accursed Arm. Really outclassed there in that fight was Ronin. Eager finding just so much value out of all of their ultimates. Z1 Unknown is going to clean up Shindu, and that's going to be curtains for this first fight.
One word, and that's outplayed to me right there.
Yeah.
We saw everybody go in, look for the damage, pick up 1 kill, and then you get nothing else out of all your ultimates. That's ridiculous. Cammy with those sticky bombs, just able to provide so much area damage and area denial that players are afraid to go in right now.
Yeah, no one's on the point right now for Eager, despite all that great zoning coming out nVision, as we've seen so many times before. Going to get bopped in the back there, all alone and sad on his buck here. Shindu, though, finding a kill on the JAKEB. Bitey's going to find one on to Madman there, and all alone right now is going to be Graham on that Androxus, soon to be picked up by Wiffle. Not going to be able to take Kami down with him here, and Shindu is all by himself. This is exactly where he died last time here, trying to dodge roll out of things, but just going to get bopped as soon as Z1 Unknown comes around the corner. Two super strong fights back-to-back coming out of Eager.
And now a win condition presents itself from Eager, not just for the set, not just for the game, but for the set as well. As 7 points to 2, they lead right now. If they get this payload conversion, they'll push their team all the way to victory and face off against Matchpoint in the finals. Matchpoint having 2 very short games that they have just won versus Ardent Ascendants, and nVision dives deep into the backside, juggled by Cammy right there with sticky bombs, goes straight back out again, but actually shut down by JAKEB here. And you've got to stop doing that, nVision. You keep on diving in with no team support. You have to be a distraction when the rest of the team is able to provide damage, otherwise you are going to be focused down. You have to split the attention. This is the whole point of backline disruption. You split the attention so the enemy team turns around and focuses you, whilst the rest of your team turns around and drops damage on them for the kill. But if you don't have that 2-pronged attack, you are completely useless right there. And as Cammy drops Grapple as well, the payload pushes further and further towards the base, up in the air. Z1 Unknown with the Accursed Arm hits Graham in the air. Graham actually being boxed out by Z1 Unknown right there, even with their own Accursed Arm. Here comes the Tempest from Bitey as well, looking to shut down Madman. Madman and Ghostwalk is not going to survive this. They are so low, they're going to get shut down. Z1 Unknown once again. King Bomb ultimate comes around. Cammy locked out, isn't going to find anybody, but now comes in Grapple and Eevee. Grapple should have Ice Block available, but no, it's already been used. Shindu about to drop as well. Grapple contesting. nVision back in there at the last second. There's the imprisonment, but here's the barrage. The damage keeps on coming, and Bitey is still there. This Croc is not being focused, and now Grumpy Bomb, the area denial, gonna stun out nVision right there. Wiped out. Only 1 player left. Graham's gonna fall in just a moment, and that will be Eager for the win. A 9-2 victory over Ronin, and they get swept aside. Ronin will go into the bronze match placement versus Ardent Ascendants, and Eager will advance to the finals.
Jeez, that felt quick. That felt quick and clean if I've ever seen a game right there. Really just great stuff coming out of Eager. Great showing from Ronin nonetheless, though. They put up a great fight in game one. Just started to slip up a little bit here in game two. Maybe they'll work it out, I'm sure, though. They're great competitors, great attitudes, I'm sure, from all 5 players here.
Hmm.
As we take a look over at the scoreboard here, Bitey, once again, just shy of north of 2,000 credits here. A really great showing on this Grok here. 10 and 2, 43k damage. Not quite the highlight performance we saw last game, but just absolutely outstanding play nonetheless.
You know what I'm loving right here, though? Instead, we got Z1 Unknown sitting with top kills in the game at 18 right now, but I'm loving Cammy's play. Last week and the week before, we saw Cammy performing on Buck, and Cammy was pulling what I'm going to call an nVision right now, which is jumping into a big group of players and getting shut down repeatedly. Cammy on Bomb King seems to be so much more successful. The zone that they're able to provide, as well as juggling Buck in midair and sort of peeling Buck with the use of Poppy Bomb as well, is phenomenal, and I love that. Now, we know that Match Point are unlikely to run a Buck player, so something has to be adjusted there, but I think the Bomb King could actually still work right now, potentially instead of the Kinessa pickups that we often see the top teams pick going into the finals and have been traded out in the EU Summer Circuit. Either way, the next matchup is the Grand Finals, ladies and gentlemen. No bronze match play today. We're getting straight into the action. It will be Eager facing off against the dominant champion so far, Match Point, with their super team, and we'll be back with those games after this short break.